while and worked with the person who created the steel band, which is amazing. His expertise and experience in this is just absolutely incredible, and it shows in what the students will be able to play for you today. It's a brand new instrument, a totally different tuning and setup from any other instrument that they've ever seen or played before, and they have just taken it and run with it. I've been so impressed. I've been able to sit and play with them a few times, and they are just doing an absolutely incredible job. I can't wait for y'all to hear this and see this. It's so much fun, and it will make our grand finale that we have for you with all of our groups even more special. I'm not sure that that's on the program, but we do have a big grand finale at the end with everyone. And we really can't wait to have you all hear that and see that. So without further ado, if they're ready, if they're not, it may take a couple more moments for the curtain to open. But I would love, and I have the honor and pleasure of introducing to you Mr. Crosby and the Durham Steel Band.
am Bobby Crosby. I'm one of the orchestra directors with Miss Ike, and here's the Durham Steel Band in their inaugural performance. And they are playing absolutely fantastic. The gentleman who tunes my bands was here today from Pensacola, and he got to hear the group play during Wildcat Block today, and when they all left, he was like, "That's the most incredible middle school group I've ever heard." And so kudos. So the first tune we played, Soca Pressure, by Mighty Sparrow, is a typical calypso slash soca, which is what you would hear on the radio in Trinidad and Tobago as our pop music. That's what you would hear, especially during carnival time. The second tune we did, Isla de España, was written by Tom Reynolds. Some of you may remember band in the 70s, Hamilton, Joe Frank, and Reynolds. Tom Reynolds was the bass player in that band. He's from St. Croix, and I've known him really since I was their age. I began playing in 1985 in middle school, just like this, much smaller group back then, and that was the beginning of my professional career, playing weddings and hotels and cruise ships and everything. And then I learned how to arrange for steel band, and then I was in Trinidad and played in a 100-piece steel band ensemble during Panorama, during carnival time, which is absolutely fantastic. So all of those years of study and practicing and playing professionally, I'm just giving every ounce of it to them. They are playing absolutely fantastic. You probably can hear some of it, but the double seconds, the four over there, actually, how many of you have never seen steel drums before? Anyone? Okay, oh good, history lesson. So the pans up front are the tenor pans. That's the main melody that you hear. The two behind them are double tenors. They play the melody down the octave just to give it an extra punch. The double seconds are the four over there. They would be considered the high part of the guitar. That actually, their rhythms come from the Venezuelan cuatro, the four-string guitar. So they are playing the rhythms that they would play. Over here you have the guitar and cello pans, which are in the same register as an acoustic guitar, electric guitar. And then, hey, all of you kind of move to the right, to the left. So all in the Mineola and all that back there, those are the full-size oil barrels that they have just 3 notes apiece on them. Those are the bass pans. That's what a bass guitar would be playing. And then back there we have a brake drum off a car and all kinds of Afro-Cuban instruments, and that's the engine room, and that's what comprises the steel band group. So the last tune we are going to play is an Afro-Cuban cha-cha that I wrote for them 3 weeks ago, a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving. They've only been playing this for just a short time. The first one I wrote was too easy, so I made a harder one for them. Right, exactly. So the last tune we're going to do is the cha-cha that I wrote. Enjoy. Yeah.